So, hey there everyone, and welcome back to Stalevar. We are here in the next episode of this wonderful collaboration, and what I've loved to say, as always, I'm joined by, but this time it's a bit different because one of our threes is on holiday currently, which is Silv. But however, I have the ever awesome Operateur with me. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
So, how are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great, thank you.
That's awesome, but I think we have to say that you are also just going on holidays, right, after this recording, correct? Just
Yes.
Making this organizational stuff right ahead so that people, because we are a bit behind of schedule, which is my fault here. I'll be to blame, guys, because last week I was a little bit of the problem regarding the timing, and this week it was a bit struggling because I had the park in my hands and... Well, as you know me, I went a little bit overboard, and so it took a little bit of longer time. Anyways, we are here, and we're doing good, and today it's the both of us, right?
Yes.
So yeah, just tell me again, where are you going on holidays again? No, I didn't forget, but I just want to hear that again, because I'm so freaking jealous.
I'm jealous, yeah. I'm already waiting 3 years for this trip, and I'm finally going to Sweden for... wildfire, of course.
Wow. Yeah, man. I think I have to go to Walibi then this year to at least ride a AMC here over here, but wildfire is, man, that's one of the most important go-to coasters for me. I even want to go because also it's not always that easy to catch it open, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's my first coaster on my bucket list now.
Wow, okay.
And it's maybe the only one that can top my favorite coaster at the moment, which is Terran, of course. But I'm not sure that it will top it. But we will see. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome. So.
Yeah. So currently we still share the top one coaster for us. Terran is also definitely my favorite. But let's see. But have you heard already about the first feedback about the Walibi RMC?
Not really, no.
It is really nicely appreciated. I mean, they are really having really great reviews on Untamed. So yeah, I think I will be going there as well. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm also planning to go on Untamed this summer or maybe late summer. But yeah, after Wildfire for sure. So.
Yeah, for you it shouldn't be that far off, right? How long is Walibi?
No. It's like 2 hours drive, so it's like the same distance as Phantasialand. So
wow, because for me it's also just a bit more than 2 hours. So I was wondering. Yeah, interesting. So I think I have to briefly explain what I'm doing today because it's a bit unusual. I don't know, when we were talking last episode a lot about your amazing building you did as the entrance building of the whole factory actually we have to say from the back side, right? Because the harbor is on the opposite side. I thought, okay, what could be done next to move our project forward, but also to make it look a bit more interesting in terms of layout in general, and also to kind of set sails for the future episodes. And so what I did is I actually started to work around on the overall layout of the whole factory complex, so to say. So what I did is I basically laid down some roads as a basic road system, even though it's just a very big slab of concrete, to be honest. I just tried to manage to work a little bit of concrete in and a little bit of road signage, if you will, but that's basically about it. And then I remembered that I had this little, it was more or less like a support track or like a production chain track, which is in the dark ride section. And I thought, well, realistically, there has to be somewhat of a connection to it, and what could this be? So what I made is, as you can see over here, I'm building the same rail track, which is actually really connecting at the perfect position to the factory building. So imagining that this is kind of a delivery station over here, where all the trucks or even trains or whatnot could have delivered all the metal parts, and they could have been put into a cart, which then was driven into the factory itself to undergo all the production steps that are needed to produce, for example, tanks.
Yeah, that's a neat idea, actually. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
and
here you
also
can
with
see
the water.
Yeah, I wanted to get some water in because, again, we are talking about a very old factory that potentially is also broken down already and then has re-themed into a roller coaster. So I wanted to have also something that looks a bit more worn out and, yeah, well, just a bit more broken. I thought a few puddles here and there should actually be nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, here you can see these are the little carts I was talking about. They really, I have to say, when I was laying down the rails, I was trying to make sure that the rails are as wide as they are in the internal part of the factory. And for whatever reason, these in-game carts were perfectly fitting onto them. Like, if I would have measured this according to them, which is a bit weird, but, well, I take it. I take it this time.
Okay, so you didn't actually place the cart first and then worked around
No.
it? So it's
No.
coincidental. Okay.
Yeah. I thought I wanted to build a kind of custom cart myself anyways, but then I figured, I don't know, maybe let's try if the in-game one works, because it has some nice details to it anyways, and we don't have that small wheels. And this is why I hoped that it would work, and yeah, for whatever reason it did. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think it just worked.
Yeah, and we can also place it upside down and maybe have like a variation with the same wheels of the cart, but maybe have indeed some custom cart variation instead.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And by the way, Silv, if you're looking or watching this video, I'm sorry, but I had to tackle some of your supports again. You might want to rework them again, because I feel some of them are broken. I just saw that now in the time lapse, that some of the footers didn't really place well, because the actual support goes well through them. So my bad here. But yeah, since I was dealing so much with terrain works, I destroyed some of the stuff that Silv did. For most of them, I tried to repair it and fix it again, but some of them might be broken. Well,
I'm sure it's fine that we try and work around them and change them.
Well, it wouldn't be me if I wouldn't have kind of destroyed what he started. I think Silv knows. So
we all know, actually.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well. Anyways, I take it. Yeah, as you can see, I just enlarged your little area here a little bit. And this is exactly what I said. This is preparation for what could be a delivery station. I didn't really fully flesh that out, because I had something else in mind, what I wanted to build in today's episode. And this is why I left the space open. But yeah, as you can see, I'm now, well, the next bit over here is I downloaded the wonderful N7 tree set. And I don't know, have you heard of it?
Is it with the in-game pieces, right?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Oh yeah.
I am super split on that, to be honest. Like, I know his work he's done for No Limits 2 in terms of foliage and stuff, and these are incredible. I know that he has been also very, very good at stuff that he's been doing for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and honestly, this pack is nothing short of what he's capable of doing. The only issue I have with it, and totally that's nothing N7 can do about it, it's just the thing that Planet Coaster is so piece heavy, and we have to basically create our own trees again to make this working what he's done, and he made them even flexi-color in many ways possible. But I have to say, I placed some of the trees in here, and the FPS dropped so dramatically. Like, honestly, I was running the park at full 40-50 FPS easy, and then all of a sudden I was running it below 20. And yeah, this is why I deleted most of them. I just left some in that were nice and not that pace heavy. But for example, some of the bigger trees he included, one tree contains about 350 pieces.
Oh,
which
that's
and the even more of a problem is that they're all animated, because the trees are moving in the wind,
Oh yeah.
It's a shame, because they look awesome, but it's
true.
It's actually just for making some scenes and just to place them very carefully as little enlighters of your area, I guess. But the rest about them is just pure awesomeness. Yeah. I just wanted to get that off, because I just love them, but it's such a shame that only because of game limitations, you can't really use them to the extent you would love to use them. Yeah, anyways, then I did something that I haven't been doing so far. I just came across that lately in Nepali. So what I'm trying to do over here, as you can see, I'm using the grave piece to create some kind of broken elements in the concrete patch. So I was using this to make this whole thing appear a little bit more broken down, run down, and yeah, if my time lapse in the background, which you guys don't have the issue, but we have the issue that the time lapse is a little bit stuttery at the moment, so Operateur can't really see it. But as soon as it catches up again, you can really see what I'm doing here. So on the right hand side in the image, you can see that I have the basically used them to make it all look a little bit more, I should say, not only broken down and worn down, but also it looks a little bit more rusty, if that makes sense, and a bit more old, I guess. This is what I wanted to go for.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe some rubble also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Oh yeah, this is but basically what I'm doing now is and you know what, I just shut my mouth for a few minutes in a bit, and I let you just talk over it, because you just saw the image a few seconds before our recording. So I'm very curious what you will be saying about what I'm doing right now. I can only tell that I have been searching a lot of images before doing so, of rundown old Soviet facilities and stuff, to get a basic idea of what I want to do over here. I have to say, the result is far better than I expected, to be honest. Which I was struggling a little bit in the beginning. You will see also me changing a few bits and pieces here and there, but in the end, I am super happy with how it turns out. I'm not entirely sure how we will work that in eventually, but I'm quite happy with it, how it works out. And you guys out there, you potentially know it, because I am quite sure I will use this as the thumbnail. So, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, you should.
Yeah, so, yeah, here you can see I also got some more, grave patches to make also the fences look a bit more broken down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, before I forget, I'm slapping all these little fire pits down over here because I love the wooden kind of texture on it. But at a later stage of this recording, I figured that you can't disable the fire, and so everything was like burning, and I needed to pick them one by one again and deleted them.
How about that? I think you can disable the fire.
I don't know if I could toggle them. Maybe I haven't checked and I was just immediately deleting them.
I think you can, because in some other projects that I done in a while back, I used the same piece for the wood alone. So I'm pretty sure you can disable the fire. I mean.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll do this. And may I just say, I think this is the first time ever that I'm using this very piece over here, the kind of container train cargo whatever thing. But
I haven't used any of the train pieces at all yet, so
yeah, and I just figured they look like a super nice how is it called again, not compressor, it's like this kind of energy station you have.
Generator.
Generator. That's what. Thanks. Yeah. That's the that's the naming. I just covered them off the rails a little bit and made a bit of a iron structure to it. And yeah, it's by the way a shame that these pieces over here, the steampunk pieces, there's always this golden element to it which we can't recolor. It's super shame. I would have loved to use these pieces more often, but yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can cover it with like black shapes, and but that's gonna be some work, of course.
Yeah, and I don't know, do you also the feeling that I had a very long time where I was using the art shapes a lot, like a lot, but I kind of have more or less forgotten about them, mainly because they always have this more or less glowy texture to them. and I can barely even use them again because I feel always they don't look exactly like I wanted it to look.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the only thing I use them for is the custom supports. Well, before we got the in-game supports, of course. And after that, I also use some of them for the custom supports, the connection, the connector pieces.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Before I know that you barely even use the Team TK pieces, but I can say that's one of the single reasons to use them. They are having lovely custom support assets in there. In the Team TK, like very small connectors, intimate connectors and stuff. That's super awesome. Yeah, but now we are approaching the main bit of today's episode. Oh man. In the time lapse it always looks so easy, but let me tell you, it was a super much of a struggle, and I even cut out like 3 or 4 attempts that went totally wrong. Yeah,
that's how it goes usually, right?
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah, because the thing is also I couldn't really find the suitable size. Like I had one that was way too big. I had one that was a lot too small. Then I had one which was kind of fitting, but the shape of it wasn't right. And oh well, that was always a struggle. And yeah, but I'm at least happy that I managed to find the perfect one in the end.
Yeah, I must say I like the idea. It makes me think about the German area in Europa Park.
True. Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, that's more like Soviet space theme, of course, but still.
Yeah, that's true. With the Euromir and stuff, right?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
That's true, yeah. And then in the end, I tried to make this dish look a bit broken down, as you can see, like having some pieces fallen off, like some dirt collected in there, and obviously a bit overgrown. Not quite sure what could have kind of destroyed that, but I'm also thinking of that maybe just time destroyed it by like having some strangers around here that kind of climbed to it, and all these kind of
those urban climbers.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then they were hired by Red Bull and made a film.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are approaching the end of it. So, Operateur, did you like what you see? Do you think that is suitable for our area?
For sure, I like it a lot. I think it's something rather special that's fitting with the Soviet-Russian team. So, I think it will fit in well.
I'm really curious to see how Silv will solve the, let's say, struggle to build some custom supporting in here, because, well...
Oh, the coaster is passing through it, or, beside it.
I left enough space. I definitely left enough space, but we will have to see in the end how this turns out. Yeah, we are approaching the end of this episode. One thing to mention is that the next episode we decided is again on your channel, right? Because before I forget to tell this, it just came to my mind.
Oh yeah, true. Because Silv is still on vacation.
True.
We just want an extra episode next week. Well, next week not, but because I will be gone. We will see when, but the next one will be indeed on my channel. Yeah.
Indeed. So yeah, you are already seeing, well, we are not, but you guys are seeing the cinematics now. And I want to say thank you, Operateur, that you joined me, because it was again very late, and I have to apologize here. But it was awesome that you joined.
Sure, no problem.
So I wish you a lovely trip, and enjoy.
Thanks.
Please do enjoy wildfire for us as well.
Yeah, I don't think that will be an issue.
Nah, thanks. Okay, guys, have a good day, and see you in the next one again on Operateur's channel. And bye-bye.
Bye.